Yo, boys and girls of the Mirko, welcome back to the first match analysis for Season 13 of MPLPH. Now, I'm very sorry that this is a bit late. Was not in my plan to do match analysis, but a lot of you guys wanted me to do match analysis again, match reaction again. So, and yeah, I don't know what it is with this match in particular, but literally, I've been bombarded with DMs on Facebook, on Instagram, and comments everywhere on YouTube telling me to watch this match. I saw some clips. I didn't see the clips. I just saw the thumbnail. And Wolf apparently said all the other regions will be jealous after watching this, or will be scared after watching this, because this is like the best MLBB in the world. So I'm very curious to see what the best MLBB looks like. I've been watching MPLID Season 13. I've been casting every day. So I should know what a best MLBB looks like, you know? ID's the best. Beat Onic, then talk. No, I'm joking. Let's get into the video. Alright. AP BREN versus Blacklist. Hey, okay. By the way, I like the format of MPLPH, where in the first day of the week, you will get the rematch of the grand finals of the last season. We just got into the drafts, and there's already like six picks, 6 bans. Alright, so the bans are pretty much the same from MPL Indonesia. The meta is quite similar in bans here. We have Nolan Joy being banned out by Red Side. You don't want to give that first pick over, but a lot of teams have since gone for just Angela bans instead of Joy, because Joy doesn't work as well with Angela and could be punished. Yeah, Matilda ban too. These are the 3 bans you need to have on the red side. Still the same. Blue side's a bit more like versatile when it comes to the bans compared to red side. Fun fact, guys, in week 1 of MPLID, blue side and red side actually had like 50% win rate, so it was very equal.
I was surprised. I was like, wait, did I?
Yeah, all the assassins are just getting banned out by Blacklist here, because this is the thing when you're a team with no assassin player, unfortunately. Like, Sensui is great and all, but assassins, I haven't seen him play assassin ever. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe like Ling back in the day when he was in Onic PH, right? But yeah, I don't remember him play assassins like Fanny. I mean, Joy Nolan, I think everybody can play in this meta. Faramis ban as well. Vixana carry, Grok. Grok in the first phase. That's something new. We don't usually see Grok in the first phase for MPL Indo. We usually see jungle in the first phase. Like if enemy team picks Gwyn, we will see the Barats come here instead of the Grok. Fanny Barats ban. Faramis ban to a Valen or Lilia. Another mid lane. Some solid wave clear, wave control in the mid to help the Minotaur out so that they can have Prio on the map. Right now, this Prio is probably like or better. If they ban Faramis and Lilia, I don't think anybody else can mat, and Novaria too. So these 3 are already out. So mid Prio is 100% controlled by BREN right now with this comp. So Black return with like side Prio. Paquito is probably one of the best, if not the best, at getting side Prio, especially mid to late. Early to mid, could be still questionable, because if AP BREN picks shit like Arlet, Terizla, it'll be pretty okay. It's also Flap TZ's comfort. What else could they pick? No CC. Arlet, Terizla, Lapu. Or they could go Xborg, actually. They have so many frontliners here. And Xborg would be a solid choice too. So there's a lot of options open for Flap. Jungle. Fredrin. Okay. They just go with Fredrin. It's just a safe choice. World Championship winning Fred. And the Arlet. There you go. Alright. So Fredrin, Arlet. Trying to get that Prio early. Trying to set up for the neutral objective contest. Now it is Mage. Lilia and Faramis banned out. Should be a Valentina here. There's not really any other option. Unless they want to go Nana Aurora. Nah. I think Valentina is the only right option to go for. It's the safest one at least. Watch as they don't pick Nova. What? Okay, they don't pick the Valentina. We don't get to see the last pick. Oh, we do. Okay. I was confused. Okay. Watch as they don't pick Valentina here. Well, watch as they bring out some crazy shit. I don't think they'll go for crazy shit though. I'm skipping. Alright, they go Valentina. It's the only safe choice in that position. Yue got banned out hard there, man. The Novaria band, the Vexana first pick into the 2 Faramis Lilia bands. All right, let's see.
And of course, as our way of saying thanks, watch out for the code that you may redeem in your MLB app for hero skins and tournament chests.
By the way, this is so week 1 of MPL PH is week 2 of MPL ID. So Gwyn has already been nerfed, and Gwyn is still being picked up. Interesting. Emblems, emblems, emblems. What the fuck? What do we have at Akai, bro? Okay, my bad. There's no Akai. This is an error. This is the Gwyn. All right. Just want to take a look at the emblems real quick. You know, just want to glance over. And CC, holy shit. That's Flap. Okay, that's Flap on the Arlet. Mathilda too. Oh my lord, is that? That's Ogwen. Okay, Rafaela. Oh my, I'm so confused. All right, it's okay. It's okay. We got what we needed. Wilderness Blessing still hard. Wilderness Blessing for Blacklist. This is Blacklist's playstyle. I feel they always like wearing going Wilderness Blessing. They like grouping up. Yeah, it's Ube. It's signature.
And yeah, they're making it a possible case for punishment.
Great call there by Blacklist International to tell Edward to be proactive from the lane early on.
The goated idol. 5 days, 10 hours, and 41 minutes is the total game time. Ooh, Yue. Holy moly. Just as the goated idol comes up, we almost get Yue solo killing few. Damn, few staying here. Kyle's actually rotating to clear the wave. This is solid, by the way, guys. If you guys are playing ranked and you are getting bullied in any lane, try your best to just get help from your jungle who can clear it and not... What is this full build? Bro, they got full build at 1 minute. This is really good by Edward, man. Really good control of the lane. But fucking Flapteezy's awareness, too. Flapteezy's awareness is insane. Then the Flap is flicker. Okay. Oh, it goes back in? What? Flap, holy Flap is... Dude, big ball Flap. What the hell? Oh, Ogren doesn't reset that. Kyle's already low. This should be first turtle to Blacklist. They have way more control. They got control on the side. They got control in the mid. All through mid because of a mistake. Well, not mistake, but they chunked Ogren early. Forced him to recall. So the early Vexana Grok mid control that I was talking about in the draft didn't get executed well. Holy shit. I wouldn't... Not executed well. He got out-executed. There you go. That's the better phrase for it. Because Blacklist... They played that mid lane so well. Yue was poking really good. Haji was rotating as well, really well. And then they rotated up top instantly so that Flapteezy can't shove the wave. We did mention that in this matchup, the Arlet does have an okay time against the Paquito. Early to mid, but now that the first turtle has been secured, this should be advantageous to the Paquito.
Looking at Super Marco, you want items on that carry. Looking at Flap, you can sustain, but there's really no source of damage or follow through unless it's a big fight. So AP BREN's waiting for that, for the right response, for the right timing.
And I'm really loving this Yue pick. You can see why they pick it up on last.
Yeah, and Valentina for Yue is always just fun. His Valentina is always so fucking sick. Yue mechanically is probably the best. He's the best mechanical player mid lane in the Philippines as a mid laner right now. I think he's quite underrated. A lot of people don't give him the proper respect. I've been saying this since M5, but it's not really Marco on the carry. Let's see. They're both going for Corrosion first item. Corrosion already built first, Marco. I didn't see... Let's see the items again. Alright, he went for the boots instantly. That's why he's going to be behind, despite being a bit of gold. Behind to the Corrosion Scythe. Golden Essence. Fury Hammer first. Right to the War Axe. Okay. Glowing Wand. Glowing Wand first signature for few. Even, just disregarding the boots. Going for first item, Glowing Wand.
Obviously, it's still a tank Guinevere when it comes down to it. That's exactly what happens. You can't do it with a 1v1 yet.
See this trade, guys? That's the Paquito Arlet matchup once. Even in the early game, I think Paquito has an okay time. But Arlet is definitely better for securing objectives usually. So that's why, once they fail that turtle, I want to see what they do to adjust. Oh, by the way, a pet peeve of mine. I just want to say this. A pet peeve of mine in Indo, okay? This is something you don't see in PH a lot. But in PH, you saw that the setup was basically just zero, right? I mean, for AP BREN, they lost the first turtle pressure. They lost the first turtle contest because they didn't have pressure on the map. They didn't have prio anywhere. So they gave it up, which is the fucking right thing to do. In Indo, we would see teams just not have prio at all and just brute force their way in, bro. I hate that shit. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Lineup is just more mobile. It's just more agile.
When I'm an analyst for MPL Indo matches and they do that, I just mauled, bro. It's like, no, I don't even know what to say. If I was watch partying, I would say it's a fucking retarded move.
Oh, Edward trying to go for a temp check here. but
Holy
temp
fucking
in.
shit, I don't even know.
Huge barrier here.
This is just equal prio, bro.
Getting quite
Like,
lucky
I don't even know.
as well.
They're just
Goes
out.
in the
They're
back
this
door.
is
Wood flap
this is
TZ, will
insane.
they pull the trigger?
And Kyle gets it.
Now TZ with retribution. Getting that turtle. Blacklist on the back here.
The game of ages continues.
Holy
And
shit.
there you go. Since we just not in the position to contest, there goes first blood for AP BREN.
Man.
Non-stop action here.
Okay, that 5v5 was okay. This 5v5, guys, I just want to tell you guys, this 5v5 is just a mechanical fight. Because they already fought for the mid-prio. So mid-prio is equal right now. Edward actually stopped himself from going to the top wave for some reason here. Maybe because he saw that FlapTZ and Kyle were already here. So instead of clearing up that wave, he wants to just be in position in case AP BREN engage. So take a look at the prio right now. It's actually very equal. Oh, like in XP and in mid, it's very equal. So AP BREN just needs to make a move. Like either they want to go back because Ogwen's already low, or they want to just fight it. They see Edward caught off position here. They wall him and they fucking commit onto him. It's a great fight, but then Few actually, whilst this like fight was happening, they go on Edward. Just look at the positioning of Few here. This is standard positioning for a mid laner, but it's just so good because he gets 3-man knockup, and this 4 or 3-man knockup from Haji that should have given Blacklist the win turns out to be not a win. And it turns out to be like just a good overall fight. They're able to chain their combos together so well. It's just super well played. Like the setup was beautiful from both teams. Blacklist and AP BREN, they both fought. Sorry, Cloudy was sneezing. But yeah, Blacklist were both fighting. Blacklist and AP BREN were both fighting for mid prio. They were both fighting for top prio, and both lanes are basically equal. This just comes out to a full 50-50 battle, and AP BREN won it. And the gold lead is still not that far, so again, crazy. Because Oheb's farming like a god, actually. Holy moly. By the way, fun fact, this is what you do when you're in the lane against a carry on Claude. Never trade with the Claude. I mean, never trade with the carry, okay? On a Claude, all you need to do is farm, guys. Interesting, by the way, Oheb. He gets the corrosion side component, and then he finish up the DHS. So, interesting. Also, since the patch, we haven't seen Guinevere in Indo. But in PH, it seems to be still a pick that, you know, people go for. Oheb's been doing this really well. Going back and forth. That's a good barrier, by the way, by Ogwen to like stop Oheb, and Marco's taking the lane as slow as he can so that Oheb misses and gets punished. All right, notice what Super Marco is doing there, guys. Little thing, again, very little thing, but it adds up, all right, boys? So Oheb's been getting 2 waves. He's been getting mid and bot. So the best thing you could do here is not shove as a carry. As you can see here, when Oheb gets stopped by the Guardian's Barrier, notice how Marco isn't clearing the wave, isn't shoving the wave. It's because he's waiting for the first minion to die first, and then he clears out the wave, so that Claude misses at least 1 minion. And then he shoves in, because that's the max what you're gonna get here when Oheb's already rotating. You're not really gonna make him lose any more minions. The cannon and the mage minion is all good here. The range minion. So yeah, that's the thing in gold lane that you can utilize, boys. It's a thing that I utilize too when I'm not streaming. When I'm streaming, I just become a stupid idiot. I don't utilize anything. I just go and fight. Because it's hard to commentate or to talk to stream and do all this. But yes. Again, a lot of people will basically try to discredit it, say like, nah, you're capping Mirko. No, it's real. It's real, bros. Like they will find as much of an advantage as they possibly can in these lanes. especially when there's already like a move by Ogwen to stop them from rotating.
Just facing off against each other. Flicker used by Edward.
It's called denying minions. It's like a different one from Dota though. In Dota, deny minions is like you try to freeze it. Here it's not, and then AP BREN have the better pressure here. They won the first fight, so technically the minion prio isn't that important anymore. They hold in mid wave, but as long as they are able to get to the turtle pit faster and they are choking or poking Blacklist down, then they will have automatic prio. So that's why even without the minion wave in mid and bot pushed in, they already have a significant advantage in resources. Sensui could not find an opening. And again, this is something that is very PH. When they don't have prio, when they don't have the right setup, they won't initiate. In Indo, they would just fucking fight that. And that's why we don't get 30-minute games as much. And 30-minute games are usually... We get 30-minute games when teams just fuck off. Like, fuck up, sorry. Not fuck off, fuck up. Items. Dominance Ice first item into Radiant Armor. Respect to the Gwyn and the Valentina there. Fury, Hunter Strike, sorry. Hunter Strike for the Paquito already. Yeah, the component here for Corrosion, and then he goes straight for DHS. And I think he's just going to go for Golden Staff next. And for Marco, because he's been untouched. And technically, alright, so usually what we saw back then is you want to, well... Actually, never mind. I was about to say DHS was an item that Carry used to get if she is losing, just to get added sustain. Now it's almost never the case because you already have Brace Might. So that's why you go Corrosion, Golden Staff instantly. But I think that's public knowledge.
6 or 7 game win streak.
7 game win streak
Right
on the carry.
before carry was actually fully on meta. Yeah. It was Super Marco was pushing.
Lightning Tranche by few. The burst on top of the glowing one.
He may be up on OHIP, maybe just 300, 400 gold, because again, OHIP hasn't died.
Good lane swap here, and honestly, really good by Kyle Teasy that he rotates over just to stand in front for Marco to clear. AP BREN just know the macro game so well, man. Like their maneuvers around the map, there are no hesitations from them at all. They know every single move that they make. They probably don't even make a call for it. They probably already know. Like when Marco goes up, he doesn't say lane swap, I think. He just knows. And he jumps to Yue there. I don't know if that was an auto tap moment or like an actual move, but that turned out to be really good. Going for Yue after final slashing Sensui.
But they need to consider that too, because I think Sensui's not eating very well.
Yeah, he's struggling. He just got a purple buff taken from under his nose here. Lord, gonna come up. Rockheart. It's not that far.
Look at all the prio in the side lanes, boys. Marco clears up top. Flapteezy clears out bot. Edward's there, so they go straight for the Lord. They know they have a man advantage for a while. And then, obviously, with the Paquito now disappearing from lane, they take it a bit slower. They're just here to poke it down a bit. They see Edward in mid, and then they disperse again. Look at Marco, instantly to the mid lane. Because he knows it. I think here, with Flapteezy around him, there's no way Edward rotates around to go for him. Bot lane, also. Oheb's doing the same thing, so he's trading. Marco goes mid, and he goes bot. And because of that, they instantly reset the Lord again. See, this is the Lord dance. Bot lane prio is there, but because they don't have position, they don't have any roamers or tanks in this position, AP BREN, they cannot send players into bot because it'll be very, very risky for them to do so. Let's say Marco's just on the orange buff here, and then they're still holding on to this. So Blacklist have control over bot, and AP BREN have control over mid, technically. Though it's not cleared out in the mid lane. Edward will be clearing this out again. Calteezy's never making it a 50-50 here. Even though he's level 12 to 10, this is an advantage that AP BREN have. They don't need to force any team fights. They don't need to force anything here. They can take their time. Edward goes back to the mid clear. Super Marco will clear, but in the safety of his turret. And then now, Blacklist move back again. Because the prio here will be pushing back again, right? The waves will be pushing back. That means prio will be for AP BREN. And this is when they collapse. When they have mini waves pushing here, AP BREN go in, and it's just perfect. It's just amazing. It's just beautiful. Then there's a good fight here. 50-50 mechanics. What? Dude, Appraiser's Rat beautifully done there. But yeah, Blacklist. Holy fucking shit. The execution is just beautiful here. So yeah, it should have been an easy Lord, right? In any other against any other team, maybe it would have been an easy Lord. Because they got all the pressure, they got the positioning, and they got 2 members caught here. But also, Blacklist, this is what again, every team should really take note on this, is that you do not hesitate in these moments. Once you hesitate in the moment where your enemy has more prio than you, has more control over, the map than you, then you're not really going to make the right play. Blacklist, they decide to commit, and what do? Everybody commits, but they don't commit full idiot mode and just go for, one member. Edward knows his job desk. This is why, by the way, communication in the team can never be super complicated. You cannot micromanage your players. So if your comm sounds like full sentences, then your team is already not good enough for, high level play. The call here is probably go in. Everybody will know their own job desk. You don't need to say anything. They will know who to target. They will know who to go for. You won't be hearing them saying, Edward, go on few, because that's already automatic for Edward. So they played this just super well. And they didn't even care that much about the Lord. It would just be a bonus here. They were looking for just the fight. This is just beautiful. Beautifully done. When you're losing in prio, you make a decision. You either fight or you back off. If you make 50-50 decisions where, alright, Sensui goes in there, Haji goes in with Sensui, and then the rest of the team backs off, you're gonna be at a disadvantage 100% of the time. Beautiful calls, man. I love this shit. I love it when both teams have high macro. Lightning Truncheon. Molten Essence to Lightning Truncheon. Ooh. That's new for me.
The only reason why it ended in a trade like that is because Oheb came in from all the way top, put stacks on his Art of Thievery first.
Yeah, so Blacklist minimalized their losses there. Yeah, they didn't get the Lord. It was a 3-for-2, so it wasn't horrible for AP BREN, but they were able to get at least some members there, and it made it equal for them, which is worth it for them. As a team that is losing, equal trades are worth it. Yeah, they minimize their losses. Reptar just said it too. They're building in the mid wave as well. They will get mid wave, but Edward has done so well in the side lane there in XP. And then he gets out too. Tries to defend that mid, but that mid is gone for. There's also going to be a slow push building up top because they have super minions here. So despite Edward doing a good job, it will not be defended. This is just well played by AP BREN. Their wave manipulation is fucking amazing. Yeah. And then they zone the back members through that little portion of the map. They go from here to just stand there for that, so that Mirko can clear. Now Wind of Nature as well. So no one can really hurt Mirko at the back. Valentina, you may say, in Guinevere, but Guinevere is never going to be in a position where you really can get Mirko. And Valentina's more of a front to back. They're playing for Claude. Claude can dive into the back, but now with the Wind of Nature, not really. He's also on the way to his Wind of Nature. Kyle Teasy is going to be ahead 2 levels over Sensui. This is insane. Now they're just freezing the wave. Edward's doing a good job here. They know that they were last seen in the bot, so he just builds another slow push to try to take that turret. You want to take advantage as much as possible of slow pushes around the map if you are in mid to late, guys. Because it does force people to rotate up top to stop, the slow pushes from being built. Here, Flapteasy knew the turret was gone. He's not trying to defend the turret. He's trying to basically stop the lane from building to a slow push. And look, he builds another slow push. Slow push is so fucking easy to build in Mobile Legends, and you should take advantage of slow pushes almost every single time, especially when you are ahead. But even when you are behind, slow pushes are great. It's always great because you just send people over there. You basically make the enemy team send resources to the lane that you're not going to be playing in. Here, the lane is equal. That's why you don't see Edward, you don't see Mirko rotate over. Slow push being built up top. That's why Kaltizi can get this position. Blacklist are forced into a choke point, and they probably get fucked here based on the position that they have. Yeah. You see, after this, oh, that was a bad knock up. Like, to few. Edward can get a kill, but okay, AP BREN already played it super well. Well played, man. Really well played. Yeah. When you're already this far ahead, by the way, guys, and you have so much prio around this side, and you have so much control over Lord Pit, yeah, you want to just fight. there's no reason for you to 50-50 to Lord. There's no reason for you to play it long as well. Well, there is a reason for you to play it long, actually. AP BREN are just, they are better, and they knew that they are better, and they have, like, you know, more advantages here, so they just decided to fight. And Super Marco is just a fucking god, isn't he? I mean, yeah, that's just the firepower at this point. They just know that they are fucking better.
Marco Maniac right there. That wasn't a maniac, but you know how he can play.
It felt like a maniac.
Felt like
Yeah, well, we'll go back to what happened there. To talk about the slow push again, because I really feel without the slow push, they wouldn't have been able... Well, they would have been able to get the Lord for sure, probably, because they are so ahead. But this Lord, this push, basically disables Blacklist's way to go here, because then they will be spotted. Usually you want to play for these bushes, but if you already get seen by the minion waves here, there's no real reason. So, here, in MLBB we don't have wards, so minions are the best way to find vision. Basically, minions are wards in this game, and then we have roamers who are standing in bushes who act as wards too. But this is the easiest way to just get map or vision control, where Blacklists are corralled over to this choke point, and then they just fall into the choke point. Lord was low enough for Blacklist to commit, and yeah, this is not a mistake by Blacklist. This is a forced error by AP BREN. Blacklist made the right decision in my opinion. They had no waves to play. They had no trades to go for. They could have gone bottom trade and then maybe look to defend, but looking at their comp, they don't really have so much wave. They don't really have the best wave control either. So really, it's a forced error. AP BREN just played it better, man. Blacklist were forced into that situation. They could not do anything else. Damage dealt few, 60,000. Oh yeah, fun fact, in MPL ID 2, for I think every single game except for 2, the top damage dealt was mid laner. So mid laner is actually, mid lane is getting a lot of attention now. You are dealing the most damage, so as a mid laner, it's very important to, well, as a team, it's very important to get a good mid laner. Oh man, didn't get to see the items. Yeah, Sensui's building hybrid, yeah, exactly. That's why I was also quite like impressed. And Super Marco sells his boots, gets the Windstalker. He's at full build now. Nobody can really touch him. They go conceal. And look at the way that they play this. They don't go in. They don't need to go in. They have waves, man. Never go in when you have an advantage, guys, okay? Just zone, zone, and zone. And that's what they do. They just go in, zone. This is just perfect execution by AP BREN. Seriously, this is just beautifully done by AP BREN. And then Marco's spacing as well. Bro, Marco's spacing is just disgusting. He was playing pixels away from that minion's fury. Just take a look at this. Take a look at Marco. I don't want to glaze at Marco, but we have to glaze Marco right now. Look at him. Dashes there, finds a few hits. Look at this. Bro, he is pixels away from that last one. It's so ridiculously impressive. What a perfect game from AP BREN, man.
That just might be it. Since we will not have the firepower to stop this, it's 1-0.
Good start. Great start.
Better than a good start. Better than a great start. That was a perfect start. All right, GG. We're going to move to game number 2, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 1, AP BREN versus Blacklist. It was kind of a stomp, but there was a lot to take in from that. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section what I missed, because I do tend to miss things when I am focusing on other parts of the map. And let me know what you guys think about game 1. And check out game 2, because it'll be uploaded very, very soon. Peace out.